Let me ask you a question. How many terms and conditions have you accepted without reading?
Oh, all the time. All the time. Scroll. I think long ago I didn't even used to read them.
Yeah.
You could click accept or next.
But these days they tell you
to scroll all the way to
the end.
Yeah. When you think we live in a very dangerous world than we realize?
If you look at the world of cybersecurity, there are many people who are doing bad things. Everybody wants to be able to be the bad guy and everything. But again, somebody has to stop the bad guys.
Yeah.
That's why I do what I do, being able to do cybersecurity. As much as we show the dangers and vulnerabilities of the world, you have to make use of what you have to be able to get the best out of it, rather than just being scared of what you have. Privacy is dead. We are the ones responsible for our own data. We need to go back to basics to secure ourselves.
Before the show starts, I want to let you in on something. Episode 100, 101, and 102 of the Couch Connect podcast is going to be recorded live in the city of Nairobi, the city of Toronto, and the city of Minneapolis. If you'd like to be part of the audience, purchase your ticket now. Find the link in the description to this video below. Enjoy this episode. You are an interesting character in the sense that you have so many abilities, but you choose to channel those abilities to the right cause.
Yeah.
There's many people who have your abilities, but I think they choose to enrich themselves selfishly.
Yeah.
Why do you think you have that quality about yourself?
No, I mean, I if you look at the world of cybersecurity, there are many people who are doing bad things. Everybody wants to be able to be the bad guy and everything. Some, they have different motives of, you want to become a black hat, you want to just destroy stuff.
Yeah.
A lot of people have been arrested for that, you know. But again, somebody has to stop the bad guys.
Yeah.
That's why I do what I do, being able to do cybersecurity, to show people that you can make money out of it.
Yeah.
You can basically help to protect people in a cybersecurity space. And that only needs a few of us to share the knowledge that we have. So that's what I like doing. The bad guys will always be there. Some of them will go rogue. Some of them are depressed. That's why they do what they do. So, there's a guy who told me that. It's like, I'm depressed, so
I'm going to ruin people's lives.
Yeah. So he ruins companies' lives. Then he comes to you and says, I need a job.
Yeah.
Said, I can't help you get a job when this is the motive that you have to destroy people's companies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And when I think about the world right now, the world is so interconnected right now, so dependent on the devices. I mean, I was thinking about my life a few days ago, and I realized that I do most of my work on my computer, from preparing for my lectures, my research, preparing for my students' work, grading my students, awarding them their grades. If some are graduating, making sure that they graduate. I do it all on my computer.
Yeah.
And I would imagine other people would do this on their phone, their life revolves around their phone or their iPad or their devices. Don't you think we live in a very dangerous world than we realize?
I don't think we can run away from it right now. We are in a world where everything is interconnected. Your TV is connected.
Yeah.
Has an IP address. Your watch has an IP address now, because you cannot be in the middle of the ocean and
be like me, guys.
You can be in the middle of an ocean and still call for help because of your watch.
Yeah.
I was watching a video the other day where this guy, it's a fictional kind of a thing, but this guy was stuck in a whale's mouth. And he's still talking to people. I'm like, hey, there's that network inside a whale's mouth. And we basically can't escape from the fact that things have changed. How back in the day we used to dial up, phones by going the whole route of putting your finger and then going around. But now things you just have to talk to the phone and then it gives you that information.
Hey Siri, call Bright Gameli.
Exactly. So I see that it's a lot more of adaptation than trying to say we live in a dangerous world. Everything is dangerous. Even the chair that you're sitting in is dangerous.
Yeah.
If it's broken a bit, it's going to break.
Yeah.
So I tell people, you have to make use of what you have to be able to get the best out of it, rather than just being scared of what we have. As much as we show the dangers and vulnerabilities of the world, I still think we we need to just embrace it and make sure that we are always trying to keep safe. And that's what I keep on preaching for a very long time. Anywhere I go.
I have Amazon Echo. Is what it's
Echo.
called?
Yeah.
I have Amazon Echo at home. And so my daughter is always telling Alexa. So Alexa, I think the call sign or the call name. So Alexa, turn on the lights. Alexa, play this song. Alexa, do this, do that. And so one day I just go on my phone in the app and I realized that the thing is recording all these commands that are told to her. And I went to someone's home recently here in Nairobi, and they had Google Home with them. And, I think they were playing music, and so they said, Google, hey, Google, stop. And then the music stopped. Then I realized, thinking back to my experience with Alexa, I was like, how safe are people's private conversations in the face of all these devices that, I don't know what they call them, home automation devices maybe?
Let me ask you a question. How many terms of conditions have you accepted without reading?
How many times have I accepted?
No, terms and conditions.
Oh, all the time. All the time. Scroll. I think long ago I didn't even used to read them.
Yeah.
You could click accept or next.
But these days they tell you
to scroll all the way to
the end.
Yeah.
Exactly. There are those terms and conditions, even written in the booklet that comes with Alexa or Google Home and everything. But we never read them.
Yeah.
Why? Because we've been in tune to be able to just use that solution, the technology to just do what it's supposed to do for us, which is to work, which is supposed to make our lives easy, to have fun with it.
Yeah.
So there are those things. They're supposed to be able to collect all that information because they want to teach the system to know better how to recognize voices, different accents. Imagine an Indian, an American, and a British, and an Australian, and an Irish, and an African from different parts of Africa being able to speak to the same Echo or Google Home. They have different accents.
Yeah.
But if they don't collect samples from all of those places, plus the GPS location details, they will not be able to know how to train and say, we're getting too many errors from Kenya than Ghana, or too many errors from Ireland than some part of Australia or Asia part of things. Because I lived in South Korea for 4 years. The accents are very different, even for guys who speak English. So they had to collect data. And that's how we are right now. Privacy, usually say privacy is dead because there's nothing that is private anymore. I have an app right now, Joy. If I put your full name to tell me your social media account. It's
Let's try it out.
Yeah, it's a new app I was looking for the other day, and I said, "This is quite interesting."
Is it a free app?
No. I paid $50 for it. It's called Deep Search AI.
Okay.
So I'm gonna let you put your full name. So enter your full name.
All right. I wish you could screen record this so that folks can see. Can we do that? And then you can send me the video later.
I can screen. Where is the screen record?
I think it's going to be somewhere at the bottom there. Once you pull down your...
Let me see. Okay, we can do that a bit later, then I'll...
Okay,
yeah.
No worries.
So, put your full name.
All right. My first and last name, I guess, is my full name.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
So once you... So basically, I try to use this for searching social media pages for people.
Yeah.
There are other tools. There are way many other tools that can do that. But this is the basics of them for on the go. So this gives you a summary of who you are, pictures of you. Yeah. Tells me your Instagram account, I don't see a Facebook. Ogato J, that's your IG account.
Yeah.
Then tells me things that you've posted about taking control of your finances. York University, you did some sort of work there. There's mechanical engineering archives. I mean, it just shows me this is a high level details about you.
Interesting.
Right? And this is a tool anybody can get.
Yeah.
It gives you a summary of who you are.
Yeah.
And I can ask more questions.
And you can
tell me more
do a
about
deeper
Joab
search.
when he was at York University. I want to know details. So I'm saying that information is out there. We basically need to understand the fact that anybody can get access to it. And in the world of AI, where we are right now, AI got to know what we do because it's learning based off information that we had, just in a faster way,
Yeah.
just in a more structured manner. So we can't. I feel privacy is technically dead.
That's what I think too. And
Yeah.
so the reason why I'm going to tell you a story here, something that happened. I went into this office. So I do my research at York University,
Yeah.
and I teach at McMaster University. So I walk into an office in the university.
Yeah.
And so backstory, I was recording a podcast in one of the spaces at the university.
Okay.
Someone came to that space and asked me, do you have permission to record here? And I told them, no, I didn't ask for permission, but I usually record here because it's a public space and anybody can do whatever. They're like, so next time, make sure you ask for permission because sometimes we have this room adjacent to you and it's booked for whatever.
Yeah.
So, okay, cool. I'll come after the pod is done. So when I was done with the pod, I went down to downstairs to where the admin is.
Yeah.
And I was talking to this guy. I was looking for that guy who came. So I'm like, can I see so-and-so? So they give me their last name. So I told them their last name was a Nigerian name. And the lady who was there for South Asian descent told me, we can't give you the name of anyone who works here because for privacy reasons. I was like, oh, well, they gave me the name. I showed them. So I told them, they told me, give me your name and I'll have them call you. Give me your name and number. So I wrote my name and my cell phone number in a piece of paper and give it to her. So I asked this lady, but what is your name? And she tells me, I can't tell you my name.
What?
I'm like, what do you mean you can't tell me your name? You work in the front desk.
Yeah, we're supposed to know who you are.
Literally, people have their names right here.
Yeah.
And it's like, nowadays your name is the gateway to everything. You can go and search for me and, you can do stuff to me. I'm like, I don't think you are very important in my world for me to go and look you up.
She's feeling so important. You didn't give her the good. What?
And then I remember telling her, you know what? If someone actually wanted to look for you right now,
just your face.
You can't hide from them. I could walk in here with a pinhole camera, right? And take a photo of you.
Even do a reverse image search.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And I agree with you that privacy is not there anymore.
Yeah.
But I also want to comfort myself that maybe there is something that I can do to not put as much of myself out there, at least my private life out there.
Take a typical example of the fact that there are some neighborhoods where there are no doors. If you go to a place called Magnolia Hills in Kitisuru,
Yeah.
when you enter that complex, guys all have gates.
Yeah.
There's no gate. All the houses are open.
Yeah.
That's how much safety they have. That's how much privacy they have.
Yeah.
And if you go to the backyards, you can't see from the other. I mean, it's that private. Yet to go to another part of Nairobi and the security here, the security there, the security everywhere. People have blinds, people have different kinds of things to cover. Their balcony even.
Yeah.
I go to a house where the balcony is covered. And I ask the guy, there's a whole part of a balcony. Why do you cover this entire space? It's like, no. Where the privacy is because of the next door neighbor's place. They're going to see inside his house. So he's not going to have privacy. I'm like, okay, that makes sense. But it's the whole point of the balcony.
Yeah.
So everybody have a reason as to why they want to keep certain things private. That's why there are settings and features on the Instagrams and the LinkedIn and the Facebooks and TikToks of private account. Until I know you, I don't let you in. Until I know you're my neighbor, I'm not going to let you see what I have in my house. So everywhere we go, I think that there is still something being done in terms of privacy.
Yeah.
And that's why we say applications have to be designed with privacy
in mind.
Privacy by design.
Yeah.
Same thing as bank accounts. Same thing as M-Pesa app, which we use.
Yeah.
Before, it just shows you how much you spend. And you're feeling bad. You're like, yo, if anybody sees my phone right now, they basically can see how much I've transacted in a month.
Yeah.
But if you see now, you can actually hide it, privacy. Even your phone has a privacy screen.
Yeah.
Laptops have privacy screens.
Yes.
Because we want to keep certain things to ourselves. So I feel it's a lifestyle kind of a choice rather than it being looked for as a feature automatically with everything.
Yeah.
We all have a choice. So we can't really protect everything.
There's something you said here about homes being private with blinds and stuff.
Yeah.
So I actually come from the school of thought that I don't want a curtain on my living room. I don't want blinds or curtains in my living room.
Yeah.
Why? Because I want my living room to be pretty, and I want to inspire folks who are walking by to look into my
Into
living room and see how pretty the living room is. If I have curtains, they'll probably be there for the sun, to
block the sun rays and
block the sun
everything.
rays in the
Yeah.
afternoon or in the morning when the sun rays are directly in the face of the living room.
Yeah.
And why do I say that? I think then you leave you are more open, but I think openness is maybe not the reason why I want to do it. Is because I just want to see how pretty my living room looks.
Yeah.
Right. I think that's why you also said that it depends with how much you want to allow people into your private life. But now let's talk about the kind of privacy that I'm thinking about here when we're talking about cybersecurity. Is my maybe not deep stuff like my bank account or my very private details about me, very personal details, but general stuff like what I share on social media, what I share on X, for instance, my thoughts that I share on X. I was looking recently at folks. So there's a guy who was shot in the U.S. named was Charlie Kirk, and
Yeah, the Charlie Kirk. Yeah.
and I remember the U.S. government now is revoking people's visas for posting negative stuff about Charlie Kirk. So and then I'm here thinking that, man, anything that I share online now is being scrutinized by people across the globe, whether it's my private pictures or personal pictures or my mind, like stuff in my mind.
Yeah.
So do you think we are at a time when people should stop being themselves and only portray a perfect picture to the world that would not get them in trouble?
I mean, the ideologies have to be. I mean, there's freedom of speech in most countries.
Yeah.
I believe there's some which don't. I can't specifically mention which country that is, but we live in a day and age where if the policy of the country or the organization says you can't post those details, then that should be it. I remember there's a time when I was applying for a job. This is years ago when there was no AI. There was just basic tools people were creating.
Yeah.
And it searched every social media post to pick particular keywords just to tell me I couldn't get the job because I posted a quite number of offensive words.
Yeah.
And I was like, that's the reason now? They're like, that's their policy. I'm like, okay, it makes sense to them, right? Other companies or other countries might not have that whole policy, but
Yeah.
I think people just have to be careful what they post, because if your idea is you're going to be living in the United States, for example, and the United States is saying, this is our policy, we don't like people who are talking negative about A, B, C, D, then that's going to be it.
Yeah.
There are companies who will do a background search on you and find out if you are a mean person, if you're offensive on social media.
Yeah.
And that could be the policy saying you might bring that bad energy to work, because there's the passion part of things, there's the character part of things. Before now, the skills even comes in.
Yeah.
I usually say high character train skills. Skills I can train you to be best or the best.
But your character.
But the character, you can't. So there's some people you just can't change them. There's only one guy back in the day whose character has changed. But he used to just curse at everything. And I'm like,
Yeah.
I don't know how you can fit it into a job market. But right now he's in Australia. Australia, I think it's Australia or England, one of them.
Yeah.
Where he's doing very well. But that's basically what I'm seeing, that everybody have their own ways of thinking. If people can see that you're a bad person in society, you are the one who's insulting every politician, you're the one who's talking bad about people, you're the one reposting other kind of bloggers' posts and commenting negative about it or supporting the negative part of content. I don't think everybody will get to that job, even contracts, if they ever get a chance to. Right. So I think it's everybody in the policy.
Everybody has their own
policy as to what they can accept, because they have a culture they want to keep. They have a way of doing things that they want to keep. So I think my thought is just be careful what you post.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was thinking about some governments which have extreme overreach. So like the Chinese government, where I hear they have facial recognition cameras on the streets.
Everywhere.
Or even, I'm not sure if this is true, but probably cops have glasses that have cameras in them that can pinpoint folks in public.
I haven't seen that one. But I know all the cameras that are connected. I mean, China, Korea, they're one of the most connected places.
Yeah.
Korea, they can actually, if somebody's missing, I find that person is so easy.
Yeah.
They have interconnected systems everywhere. Your salary they have access to your bank account details. Let me give you a typical story. There's this friend of mine. So we're in a car driving on a bridge. It's quite a very long bridge.
In Korea.
In Korea.
Yeah.
And his GPS was blinking and he's getting notification to slow down because he was going way above the limit.
Yeah.
He was going around 120. The limit was 80.
Whoa, okay.
So
40 over, that's a lot.
he was way, yeah. So I just told him, like, for me, I was enjoying, but I'm like, what's that noise? It's like he said,
And this GPS is from their phone or from the car?
no, every car has a GPS.
Okay.
The tracker basically is we call it ubiquitous sensor networking, which is able to talk to sensor networks to know, so you can tell how much traffic or accident that has happened ahead of you.
I see.
So where diversions have been taken, police have been called, the police
Yeah.
are on the way. You can even tell what the police are.
Makes life easier.
Easier. So
Yeah.
the police, knowing the police is ahead, doesn't make you want to be scared.
Yeah.
It's for you to know.
Yeah.
So if you have a dashboard on your car, if you have one, it can even tell you how many meters before you see the police or the traffic lights and everything.
I think Google does that now, or at least in North America.
Yeah, but not
Google Maps,
everywhere.
yeah.
So he was being notified to stop and slow down. He wasn't. Do you know and he told that at the end of it, he got a message on something we call Kakao Talk. It's like WhatsApp for
Yeah.
Korea to go see the police. He refused. Bro, the next day, I was with him, and I kid you not when I tell you this happened.
Yeah.
He got a letter, physical letter.
Yeah.
The moment he opened the letter and signed that he got a letter, beep, 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 beep. I'm like, what's that? Email, Kakao Talk, WhatsApp, text. All sent the same message to him of deduction from his bank account.
Whoa.
About 100,000 Kenya shillings.
So,
You've been fined.
first of all, it is very sad that this guy had to part with 100,000 shillings, $1,000,
Yeah.
sort of. But it is also fascinating that the system is so connected that they don't
Yep.
even need.
Authorization.
Yeah.
And
the
this-
authorization is you signing that letter.
Signing the letter saying you have received the physical copy.
Yeah. How do they know that you signed the physical copy?
Exactly. So now there's a machine saying that's a delivery, right? Well, the delivery shows complete.
Yes.
By the time the mailman walked away, everything has just been
Deducted automatically.
deducted, and messages sent to you with clear picture and video of you driving at that speed.
speeding,
So you
yeah.
can't even say it wasn't you.
Yeah.
HD cameras.
In Canada, we have this thing. It is sad that it happens that way in Korea. I don't know if they have opportunity to defend themselves or anything like that.
Why? You can't defend yourself. You can. The law always allows you to be able to defend yourself. But you
Yeah.
see, there's a clear video show your speed.
Yeah.
The GPS device in your car has the details of your speed.
Yeah.
Which is connected to a central database because of, again, ubiquitous sensor networks.
Yes.
So you can't say it wasn't you. And Kenya has started that also recently.
They start automatically deducting money?
They'll give you warning automatically.
Oh.
Yeah, if you go on Red Hill, there are cameras, but you can't see exactly where it is.
Yeah.
If you are speeding on Thika Road,
Yeah.
Thika Road Highway, there are also cameras there.
Okay.
Yeah, they automatically send you a message.
I think that is a good thing.
Yeah.
Because maybe roads will be safer. But I would want to see this installed also in the more dangerous roads like the Nakuru Nairobi highway.
I think it's being tested right now. So after some time, just everything has a pilot and a phase.
Yeah.
So this is my pilot phase of it's done now and then to be rolled out into more places later.
I think that would be a good thing for at least for traffic safety, road safety.
Yeah.
In the sense that then I'll be afraid to pay a fine, as opposed to right now when I can just give a cop some few coins.
Yeah.
And they will let me go.
I'm happy that it's there. I drive fast, but I think it's a good thing that has been introduced.
One thing that I learned a few years ago. So I put a GPS on my car, on my phone, on my Google Maps, and I say, let's say I'm driving to work, and Google Maps tells me you're gonna get there in 30 minutes. So I realized that even if I drive so fast, I probably end up taking about 29 minutes. Maybe it can only take me like 2 minutes.
Yes.
Or it's probably gonna take me the same amount of time that Google Maps told me.
Yep.
And so I think that even in Nairobi, when I'm trying to go, let's say to Mombasa Road or something, somewhere Mombasa Road, and maybe there's traffic on the way, the GPS tells me you're going to get there in an hour. Most likely I'm going to be there in an hour, even if I try overlapping.
Yeah, it's because it has estimated to know, it has learned over time.
Yeah.
That from here to South B or Mombasa Road or wherever it is, the average time or the amount of cars that pass there are between 8:30 and 8:45 are X amount of cars.
Yeah.
It's the speed they drive at. So it finds the average of those. So it's very intelligent to calculate all of those and tell you, even if you try to overlap,
Yeah.
there's only so much you can do. Or this is a traffic that is there around this time. Like when I was coming to where we are right now, it told me 20 minutes from where I was. And I'm like, okay, that's not bad. So I think I'll be on time because I told you I'll be here by 8:30.
Yeah.
And I'm like, that's fine. But if I make a stop to get my coffee at Java, then I'll be about another 5 or 10 minutes late.
Yeah.
Maximum. And it was right.
Yeah.
I got here at 8:32.
Yeah.
I was at the gate at the 8:32 doing registration and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So I think that's where a lot of learning, machine learning and things that have come to light. And I'm pretty excited that we have that kind of a technology right now. Is enhancing us and making sure we can be able to predict things at times.
Yeah.
Because when I was trying to search where I'm coming, I searched that a few days before.
Yeah.
So I know what time to leave. I know what time I'm going to drop my kids. I know how much time it will take for me to leave from the school to get here. So, and that's because I know around this time also, Google has learned that around this time school have closed. So there'll be less traffic at certain places.
Yeah.
Unless otherwise something has happened, which are the anomalies. So all of that is just data. So I think we need to understand what data can do for organizations, for people, and we need to start embracing data analytics, data science, data engineering. All are three different things.
Yeah.
And that's the world we're getting to right now.
You have an interesting story, and we have something in common here. South Korea. So I have been to South Korea, but my guitar instructor and partner, so I play classical guitar.
Ah, nice.
And so my instructor is South Korean, and he also happens to be my partner. So we have our third concert coming up. My third concert coming up in December 14, a day before my birthday. So we have that in common. And I find it quite interesting that you find yourself in South Korea.
Yeah.
I was trying to look for your dissertation, the title of your dissertation. I couldn't find it anywhere online.
Yeah.
Do you mind sharing that?
Yeah. So my master's was about advanced information science. It was in advanced information science and technology. I basically was writing about how it's a redesign of banking systems in Kenya.
Yeah.
So I came to Kenya to see how banking is done, how banks secure themselves, how they get to be secure and everything. My PhD was in it's IT computers and application engineering, all focused on cybersecurity, by the way.
Yeah.
And there I was trying to create the right cybersecurity awareness for a country. So this is 2016, and I knew that cybersecurity awareness will be the biggest area we're going to get into.
Yeah.
That's why I talk and speak. I've done 402 cybersecurity.
Yeah, you told me you've been to 402 conferences.
Those are the ones I consider counted.
Yeah.
The others I don't consider them. I'm just it's another talk. And I do that because I really want to just share that information with people. Create more awareness. Is the only way we kind of get safe.
Yeah.
So how do I create that awareness? How can a country be hacked? How can we make sure that we secure critical infrastructure?
Yeah.
So that's where our world is right now. And South Korea has a very interesting culture of, how they are when they're focused on something, they're focused on that.
Yeah.
They are very research oriented. They are very focused on how they deliver anything. They're never late.
My guitar instructor, man, ticks all those boxes. He's very educated, does a PhD in music from the University of Toronto. He teaches music in the University of Toronto.
Wow.
And keeping time, man. The guy is always on time.
Always on time.
I look at my Korean counterpart. So he has a lot of Korean students as well, most of them who are younger kids and stuff like that. I mean, I feel like they are very serious with life compared to me. I'm way old enough to be their dad. But I feel like I'm so unserious.
Oh, man.
Because they are so focused and so determined.
It's a discipline they have.
Is this something that is entrenched in the culture?
It is. Nobody will tell you to study. No one.
Yeah.
You either know or you don't know. And when I say that, that means nobody will tell you, Job, you have to go read to pass this exam. It's important. No.
Yeah. It's your responsibility. You figure it out.
And I was telling a friend yesterday, it's infectious. So you see how they study, how they do things, you do the same thing.
Yeah.
How if you're walking up or even on an escalator going up,
Yeah.
if you're in a hurry, you stay on the right. That means you're climbing faster.
Yes.
If you're not in a hurry, you stay on the left.
On the left.
And it's just a thing. If you want to enter a train, you don't rush in. You all stay on the left. And people who are getting out, they come out on your right.
On your right. Very organized.
Organized. And if I'm the last person before it closes,
Yeah.
because it's full, it will close. I just have to wait for the next one.
Yeah.
You know?
I'm comparing this to, I think I've seen videos of Japanese trains during rush hour.
Same, yeah.
Okay. And I look at some of, in my country, Kenya, and I look at how people are trying to scram into buses
and everything.
and stuff.
No,
What
it's a culture thing.
How do you think they were able to achieve this? Is it something that was inculcated through the leadership, or is it something that was inculcated through family values?
I think both. Because if you go to work, it's a hierarchy issue that they have. Not issue per se, the hierarchy that they have of who can talk to who first, who can say something first.
Okay.
You have to recognize certain people.
Yeah.
You have to bow to certain people. You have to acknowledge their presence. It's the way governments work. You know, you can't speak before other people. Certain people. There's a protocol you have to observe. They have done that everywhere.
So from home, I think even
as
your
well.
your kids have to respect you in a certain type of way.
Yes.
Probably.
I used to teach English to kids at home.
Yeah.
So I go do homeschooling.
Yeah.
I tried everything. And when they do the homeschooling, you see how the kids respect their dad, when they're very free with them. But when you see the older ones who are slightly older, like the 13, 14-year-old, the way they respect their dad and acknowledge, even when giving a gift, there's a certain order.
Did they give you the same kind of respect they would give other elders? And I'm talking about here specifically you being a black guy.
So the first 2 years was hard. First 2 years, there were not many of us. In the town that I was staying in a town called Busan.
Yeah.
Busan at the time there were not too many foreigners. So we're not getting too much. But after 2 years, that was 2012.
Yeah.
2014, 2015, getting 2016, things changed.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were a little bit more accommodating, friendly. They're naturally friendly. That I give it to them. And some of them are curious to know, what is it like in your culture? What do you do in Kenya? What are you doing in Ghana and everything? So there are those curious minds. And then there are those who are very skeptical about you. And that's normal. That's life. There are other countries I'll go to, the similar thing will happen, that they don't know who you are. There's some towns we go to, we're the closest thing to a black person they've ever seen, and I'm light skinned. So they see other people, they're like, wait, your skin is so different. You have natural hair, I have a friend who has a lot of hair, like so much. So he always puts a comb inside and everything.
Like a massive
These
afro.
guys could not understand how is the comb hanging in the air.
Yeah.
They're like, what kind of this juju or spiritual stuff is this? So every town, different vibes, every country, but I think they're a bit more open.
Yeah.
Luckily, there's a guy called Samuchiri. Samuchiri is from Ghana. He went to study in Korea, learned the language so well that he started becoming part of TV shows.
Or in Korea.
Yeah. If Sam is going to Ghana right now, he needs at least a crew of 12 people to follow him.
To come with him from Korea.
Yes.
So he's like a Korean
Oh, he's
star.
a celeb. He's a celebrity.
And he's probably Korean now because he's
Yeah,
Koreanized
exactly.
himself. Yeah.
But he's very dark skinned.
Yeah.
He speaks very good Korean. He enters their shows.
Yeah.
He's so funny. So he basically changed the face of what a black person looks like or can be.
Yeah.
It's like a black person can learn our language. So I think someone like him changed. I have a friend called Musa. Musa lives in Canada right now.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, but he grew up in Korea with me.
Oh.
We both went to school in Korea. He's from Niger. He's from Niger, but most of his schooling was in Kenya.
Yeah.
He was my
Very
roommate.
similar story with you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Niger grew up in Kenya. We were roommates in Korea. We became very good friends. Musa became the foreign ambassador in Busan.
Yeah. The foreign African ambassador.
African ambassador.
Yeah.
Not African, just generally.
Okay.
Yeah,
Like-
every all foreigners can talk to him to get any word they want to get to the county government
Yeah.
and everything. That's how much things have changed. So I'm happy to know things are happening that way. That things are changing, cultures are changing.
Yeah.
Technology is changing, life is changing, and yeah,
On the grand scheme of things,
yeah.
Koreans or Asians, especially East Asians, maybe even South Asians, tend to be extremely smart. I mean, you look at the American mathematics
The competition.
the competition that happened.
Yeah.
America won that competition for the first time. They beat, I think, Japan or something, and all the kids of Japanese descent. And so I'm imagining you are in Korea and Koreans espouse, or at least they portray some level of smartness, and you have Korean classmates. So how are you faring against them?
Funny enough, they see me as a smart person as well. I was the first to ever complete my PhD at 28 in the faculty.
Yeah. Congratulations.
Thank you. And I'm a black guy.
Yeah.
Finishing at that age. I went to some conferences and things that I'm talking to them about, they've never seen it.
Yeah.
Same cybersecurity stuff. I go to some places and I show them certain things that I've researched on, and they have no idea what I'm talking about. Koreans are very good at cramming. Asians
Yeah.
are very good at memorizing stuff. I don't know how their memory works, but
Yeah.
it's a gene thing or something like that. They can memorize anything. But I think the difference is their work ethic. They are so, if they say they're going to spend 5 hours on research, they will spend those 5 hours on proper research.
Yeah.
I think that's the difference between a few cultures and the likes. That's why
Yeah.
they come off as a bit smarter than
Yeah.
us. But there are many scenarios I'm smarter than them as well.
Yeah.
You know, depending on what effort that I've put in. If I was to be doing remote learning, I don't think I might have that much discipline that I had with them.
Yeah.
But also I like the fact that as much as they do a lot of, book work, there's a lot of extracurricular activities. The amount of parks you find around, people just going to exercise or play around is it's amazing.
Yeah.
Weekends, everybody's out. No one wants to stay indoors.
Yeah.
Here, I see a lot of us staying indoors a lot of times.
Yeah.
Koreans are always outside,
Yeah.
playing, socializing, learning things, getting one with nature, a lot of hiking with kids, by the way. And that kind of a thing. So I think it's just a change of, it's how they take things in. So it's always different everywhere. So I wouldn't say anyone is really any different in terms of smartness.
Yeah.
There are some Africans, if they were given the same opportunity, they will do exactly the same as the Korean descent or the Chinese descent and everything. But also, again, look at the way the Chinese have been taught certain things. Right now, they use the AI and glasses, and they're checking their concentration level in class, which is extreme, though. I saw that video. I'm like,
I think that's new. I haven't seen that yet.
Oh, it's crazy.
So they have glasses on.
There's a camera, which is they have a tablet in front of you. The teacher can see who is concentrating more, who's sleepy, and everything. That's extreme. You have no light.
I think so too. You
Yeah,
can't be a
you
child.
can't be a child,
and
you know?
just grow and be.
Yet, if you go somewhere like Amsterdam and everything, or is it not Canada? I think Amsterdam, no, Sweden.
Yeah, and
Most
I think even
kids,
Finland.
yeah, in Finland. Finland is a good example. Kids don't spend the whole day in school.
Yeah.
They don't spend the whole day in class. They're a lot more working, socializing, and doing extracurricular activities than studying. There's a school in Ghana, similar thing, and I think a few schools in Kenya as well have such things that you're not in class the whole day. The traditional ways of learning is not the same anymore.
Yeah.
So I think it depends on how we change our methodologies, which also tests our books. What kind of books are we using to teach? What kind of teaching methodologies? I keep on fighting university lecturers in Kenya.
Yeah.
That they're not learning anything new. Some of them.
Yeah, most of them.
But some do some really good research and they
Yeah.
publish papers and you're like, we don't know where these papers are going. So I see that we have that kind of a thing. We need to make sure that we expose ourselves to a lot more other kind of cultures, books, methodologies, try them out. When I was in Korea, I used to go to conferences to speak about the paper that I wrote.
Yeah.
That's never happened in Kenya.
That's very interesting. I mean, even in North America, that's what we do all the time. I go back November 1st and November 5th. I have a conference I'm attending. I'm presenting some work there. And even right now, there's a bunch of my group mates who are presenting their work. I think it's just a conference paper. It's not like a published paper in any journal. My point is, I think that's what moves or pushes research forward. But I think what you spoke here to was my point, that I don't think you were inferior to them when you were there.
Yeah.
And I have this theory, and I'm thinking here that you're probably going to help me hypothesize it.
Yeah.
So I have a theory that I don't think Asians are necessarily smart. They are generally, the number of smart people in Asia is generally equal to the number of smart people in the rest of the world.
Yes.
The only thing is that they are very many. I mean, you combine the two largest Asian nations, so China and India. You simply have about a third of the world, maybe the 2/3 of the population. Like basically, a very large population of the world comes from those two areas.
Yeah.
And so, by extension, you will be bound to see very smart people coming from those countries.
And they have a lot of competition.
Yeah, within the culture itself.
Yes.
Yeah.
The pressure you have to work at Samsung, LG, Hyundai, or to go to what you call a Sky University, South Korean University. S stands for, I can't remember, but there's Korean University.
Yeah.
There's Yonsei University, and then I forgot the first one. The pressure to go there, man, is crazy. And the pressure to work at Samsung is something. You have to write a Samsung exam
to go in.
Yes, they have a special exam. There's a coding exam. Everybody who's at Samsung is a coder. You choose the language, either PHP, C++, or JavaScript, or Python as your language, and that's one exam. Then you have a normal English exam for English or Korean. There's a special exam you have to read for to enter Samsung. So the competition is stiff. The same thing as if you go to Nigeria, 250 million people, 70% are youth.
Yeah.
Look at the competition. To make it out there, you have to go above and beyond. That's why you find some of the smartest people in this world are Nigerians. So I think it's also the pressure and competition that we have.
Yeah, and also by extension, the number of the Nigerian people are the largest population of black people in the world. For every 6 black people you meet, one of them is a Nigerian.
Yeah.
And so by extension, you're bound to see very many smart Nigerians. Simply by the fact
they're
that
hustlers. They basically just know how to get things done. When I was in Ghana, if the West African Examination Council, WAEC, set exams, and the examiner who's setting the exam is from Nigeria, man, you're doomed.
Yeah.
The chances of passing is almost, you are doomed. That's how bad it used to be. We used to feel like we hope it's not Nigeria setting the exam. If you look at their books, their math books are way more difficult than ours.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. It was way more difficult. I think until today, the Nigerian books are more difficult.
Yeah.
So when a school chooses to start doing Nigerian books,
you are
in good hands.
Yeah.
Because that's the only way you can prepare for the national exam. The national exam is the whole of West Africa starting the exam at the same time. Yeah.
Why do you think we don't have those kinds of conferences here? I mean, we talked about that a few moments ago when you said that you don't have conferences here where people go present their published work.
We're used to panel discussion, talking the same topic, and we're not looking at academia.
Yeah.
You're doing hackathons. I know we're a startup nation, but we are too focused on a startup nation without people doing proper research. That's why somebody will come and present something where they've not been guided, and then we give them some small money, and then they're happy, and then that story dies.
Yeah.
It can't happen that way. That's why we need to encourage universities to actually encourage paper writing.
Yeah.
I learned how to write papers properly when I went to Korea. Otherwise, I never used to publish anything.
Yeah.
I don't know how to, I never knew how to write. But my professor used to give me guidelines on how to write, how to do things. And we need to encourage that in the universities to make sure that we have a conference which is purely you coming to present what you have researched on.
Yeah.
Do you know every week in Korea, I had to present something different that I've learned?
To your research group?
Yeah.
Yeah.
To my colleagues, my teacher, my professor, other faculty members, you have to spend an hour that we all meet to discuss what we have read new. What's new in the world.
That's very similar to what happens in my research group. Every week, someone has to come and present their work. So in my case, it's once every 4 weeks, I think, because there's probably 16 students, and then so 4 every week. So
Yeah.
at least once a month, you will talk about something that you've learned.
Ours is weekly.
But there's another professor, is one of the wealthiest professors in the school, wealthy in terms of, when they beg, they get money,
Yeah.
the academic world is just begging for money, begging for grants and stuff like that. So this guy is one of the wealthiest professors in the school. And so in his research group, what I learned, every single day, you have to tell him what you did. Every single day. You have to tell him what you did. And so his students I feel like they're so stressed, but at the same time, their research output is so high. And when they finish, I have a friend of mine who just recently graduated, is a Rwandese guy, a Canadian Rwandese.
Yeah.
He was hired by one of the largest American companies, straight from Toronto to America. And this is simply because of the level of output that comes from this professor, because he's renowned globally, at least in the North American space, in the world of biophysics, a biophysics professor. So he's known for the amount of effort that he takes with his students. And so I'm thinking over here, do you think it's because the faculty members, you are...
I'm a lecturer, yeah.
You're a lecturer.
At Strathmore University.
So do you think that your colleagues, not necessarily in Strathmore, but in the rest of the universities in the country, don't put enough emphasis on wanting to see their students succeed, or even piggyback on their students' research? Because I think that if a professor is serious, they get their students to write papers, and of course they will be co-authors in that paper, and that way they get the academic credits, going higher.
I will say, basically, what I've seen is the fact that some professors have a lot of ego.
Okay.
I've seen that happen enough times where the ego precedes their natural way of what is supposed to be the outcome. So just because there's so many kids in my class, one of my various units that I teach who bring something new.
Yeah.
I have an academy as well, Africa Hackon Academy, and there's some students who bring something to me that I'm like, oh, I didn't know that one. I know I've taught you the basics, but you've researched and brought me something new.
Yeah.
And I'm like, come teach me. You see, that attitude to also learn from the student.
Yeah.
We don't have that in most universities across the continent.
Yeah.
So people are feeling challenged. Instead of accepting and saying that, I want you to teach me, I want to teach something else, they're feeling challenged. I guess so many students in undergraduate, by the way, in many universities in Kenya, who complain saying, we feel our computer science program is pathetic. Why? They're teaching us
archaic things.
Archaic, yeah. But even if you teach me those, some of them are the best capture the flag challenge players in the country, where they've gone for challenges and they've won a hacking competition and everything. They want to teach the class how basic network exploitation will work, how web application exploitation will work, not just designing a website.
Yeah.
Right now we have AI to design, and so.
Yep.
So, but the thing is, the teachers don't allow them. So what happens? They are feeling demotivated. They're feeling like they're going to spend 4 years doing nothing.
Yeah.
Some don't want to complete school. Some keep on questioning, do I really need to go to school? Like,
Exactly.
is it really necessary? So that's the kind of thing that we're seeing. Teachers need to change their attitude. Professors need to change their attitude.
I believe so.
To learn from the students as well.
The entire culture in the universities needs to change. I'll tell you my story, man. I was a very smart student in high school. I think extremely smart even for my own standards.
Yeah.
But when I got to uni, I was so demotivated, man. I was so
Environment.
I went to JKUAT. At that time, JKUAT was known as the engineering capital of Kenya, at least. I studied mechatronics engineering for my undergrad, but I was so demotivated most of the time. And by the time I was graduating in fifth year, I didn't think I wanted to be an engineer in the first place. But then I moved to North America and I go back to engineering school. And man, I am blown. Now I teach students, about 50% of my students are engineers, 50% are medical doctors or medical students.
Yeah.
And I see the hunger simply because of simply by the fact that the culture, the learning culture is totally different. The professors on top of their game, they are continuously doing research, or even if they are teaching professors like me, they continuously learn new stuff and they keep tweaking how they're teaching the students, and teaching methods are different. And So, speaking about my experience now here, you try bringing that culture here. I don't know about you, but when you try going out there and bring that culture here, you get so many fists and bumps from the guys who are in the system.
I'm going to tell you something different. I feel you. What they're talking about right now, like my classes. There's one unit called it's pen testing, which is basically breaking systems.
Yeah.
So my students are very shocked. And that class has been rated one of the highest
Yeah.
in the faculty when the students give feedback.
Yeah.
But I tell students, I'm not going to give you slides, no notes. That's not my teaching style. They want to use Google Classroom and everything. I'm like, no, I don't have a Google Classroom account yet for that particular unit.
Class, yeah.
So I give them, I said, what I talk about is what you learn. So I'll teach you what I know. So
Yeah.
what I type is what you have.
Yeah.
So I type commands, I give them the commands, I give them cheat sheet, and I let them to go do more research and come back.
Yeah.
So if you don't do more research before you come back, you miss the next class. You miss the next part of things. And that kept happening. And my exam, they keep on. I've been told to come invigilate physically.
Yeah.
To the point that I said it doesn't work for me that way. It's not an exam that I want people to be confined in a room. You can do it from Mount Kenya.
Yeah.
You can be at the beach doing the exam. If you're fine, you can be in the bush somewhere in Masai Mara if you want to do the exam.
Yeah.
I don't care where you are. But the practicality of that exam is if you don't know, you don't know.
Yep.
You can have all the chat GPT, but even with chat GPT, you will still need to understand exactly what you're going to put in to be able to get the outcome.
Yeah.
So that changed their ways of doing things. And almost all of them got jobs,
Beautiful.
after that, because they were so practical that when they finished their masters of the units that they went through for mine, it's real projects.
Yeah.
It's real stuff they did. I teach also one unit called IT Security Project. And I said, I don't want you to do a fictional project. I want you to do real
stuff.
projects.
Exactly.
Which are going to happen when you go to the workplace.
Yeah.
So I want you to tell me how we're going to present this to a board. And I bring foreign entities.
Yeah.
Who are not biased, because I have seen
To
their
act as the
presentation.
board members.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they're board members who are technical, and I bring a board member who is non-technical.
Yeah.
And I bring a board member who understands money.
Yeah.
You get. So when they're presenting your final paper, which I've guided you, all those people are going to critique and give you marks.
Yeah.
So I never put my marks before them. I put my marks somewhere else.
Yeah.
So they let these other three mark the presentation skills, the delivery, the financial part of things, the project management, the involvement of other members of the team and everything. And that has always been the good thing that it practically plays a role in their final, when they get out there.
Yeah.
And that's what I also put in Africa Hackon Academy. I don't just teach at the academy how to do hacking.
Yeah.
Or how to do defensive security. I teach how to present, how to set your goals, how to be able to write paper, basic paper,
Yeah.
how to be able to present the results you find, how to deliver, how to stand, how to use your hands,
Yeah.
the tone of voice and everything. All of that are skills, which we don't find everywhere.
Yeah. And I think they are very important skills that you won't learn, especially if you're just going into a class to sit down and learn. From the slides.
In this day and age, it can't work.
Yeah. And I'm very happy that you do this. So I do something very similar. There's one of the courses that I teach, medical innovation. And I ask the students to actually go to the community and create a practical solution for them. So I'm very proud that three projects, so one in the first year and then two in the subsequent years that I've taught the course, three businesses have been born out of this. And one of them right now just got valued for $50 million.
What?
And I think that was amazing. I mean, knowing that this came out of the class that I taught. And so now my course is also rated highly in the school because, it's always full. It's 150 students. Initially, I was very, very mad that they gave me so many students. But then again, the course is in very high demand now. They were even asking me that they want to increase it to 200 students. And I told them, you know what, let's split it in 2 semesters and see how that goes. Maybe I'll get 100 for each semester.
Yeah.
But I think that makes it beautiful. Now, going back to what you studied in, what your research was in school, so cybersecurity in countries, how do you think we would be safe in the face of this connectivity that happens. You see the way in Korea it works, like your phone will basically, your account will basically get deducted if you have a traffic infraction. But you see there's so much access here. So do you think we have the capacity, are we equipped with the security to protect the users of roads in this country if it comes to a point where, for instance, you can get your traffic infraction directly, have your money deducted from your M-Pesa, for instance?
I mean, because Kenya is advanced when it comes to technology.
Okay.
Everyone wants to look at Kenya, do it first. You know, every time I try to do some project, I was like, has it been done in Kenya before we do it? NTSA has advanced the system so well. Like, do you know NTSA has actual software developers? Oh yes, not just
the cops who stop people on the street and
they have
for speed.
Proper cybersecurity developers, and then the leadership they have right now, the head of IT right now, CTO is really good. He's really brilliant guy. And he's enhanced the way IT gets to be looked at, not just
as connecting
computers or getting IDs printed. No. The whole smart driving ID and everything. If all of that is being done right now, if all the other agencies or other divisions get to be well equipped the similar way, Kenya will be advanced in certain things. Like the police force. Why don't we have OB numbers that can be searchable very easily, connected to your other accounts to make sure that somebody can have visibility, but with levels of security that is not being abused. You get integrity is a very big thing for such access that people have. So we have to make sure that we are capable. That I can tell you for free. And we can move from 40% to 80% in less than a year. When it comes to being able to activate some of these things. The trials they're making right now for the whole finding of people and give them alerts, I'm happy it is working. You know? That way, the next thing is to be able to make sure that who is driving the car. Before they find the owner of the car, they should find the driver who's driving the car.
Because I think that's a thing that I struggle with. If your car is being driven by somebody else, you get
you get a fine. So we are capable of being able to actually bring those. It just needs the proper laws to be put in place, the proper guidance to be put in place, the proper strategies, which will be supported by the right policies. If we don't have those, then the technology will fail. Right, it will be dead on arrival. So I'm saying that what I'm trying to say is we're capable of bringing those kind of solutions here. We can even develop them ourselves. We have really smart developers in Kenya. We just need to actually equip them. And equip them is basically allowing people to be able to research, giving them funding to research, guide them with that funding, because that's something we lack. We have money, but we're putting money in the wrong things. You know,
I'm happy that I feel like you gave me some sort of reassurance that once the systems are deployed, then we're not going to get all these cyber attacks that will end up affecting the population. Like the simple farmer who's was driving his truck down to Nairobi
not really. I mean, we're not immune to cyber attacks. We are quite open. But also we have systems in place. We have the Communications Authority. We have what you call NC4. We have NC4 and the likes, who are people who are being trained to be able to protect critical infrastructure in the country, right? We have a lot of people, a lot of communities that are coming up. We have KCSFA. We have Africa Hackon, which is mine. We have B-Sides, Kenya. We have, quite a number, which are all there, right? So you have CTF Room. All of that is us brewing the best of talent, which can be absorbed by the government or private sector, of real cybersecurity engineers or professionals to be able to actually to protect critical infrastructure. So I'm happy that we're getting there. We're not bad off. Where we were 5 years ago, we can't compare that to today. So I'm not going to say that Kenya is bad when it comes to cyber attacks, but I'm not also going to say we're immune to it. Right? We are seeing when a nation state attack happens, they will not spare you. They even send somebody physically down here to attack you. They will get somebody to physically recruit somebody inside the organization to attack them. They will do that. But we just have to be open to change.
Yeah.
which I find a few companies are stubborn to. Companies or government entities sometimes are very stubborn
Yeah.
to change. If we change that and being open to conversation, to change and everything, we'll be at a better place.
Yeah. But I, you're talking about attack here, and I'm thinking about. I recently heard that the government wanted to buy this a Pegasus-like track
These are rumors.
malware.
I call them rumors because
Okay.
there's no proof. They want to buy. Have
Yeah.
they bought? Have we seen it? Have we planted it?
But do you think there's anybody in Kenya who would be looked for using such extreme measures? Because I feel like those are extreme measures, expensive too.
It's expensive, and I think governments don't have a limit to budget for such things.
Okay.
If it's national security, it's national security. Same as every country, they need to find ways to protect the country when it comes to terrorism, when it comes to cyber attacks, when it comes to political scenarios,
Yeah.
right? You don't know when they need it, but if there's a reason or there's a cause for the need to actually use it, then they should go buy it.
Yeah.
You know?
So I think what you're saying here is that you're treading a line, and you're saying it is possible that they have it, but it's also possible that they don't have it because you haven't seen it.
We haven't seen it.
Yeah.
You have to prove to. I've seen some people have doing forensic investigations and posting certain things, but I'm like, we need to see to believe it. That's my philosophy.
What I think would it be legal for the government to get something
Yeah.
like that?
Yeah.
It's allowed for in the law.
Yes.
Okay.
That's why even if I want to track down somebody, there's a whole lot of speculation about tracking and everything and getting people's details about where they live and stuff like that.
Yeah.
People blame the telecommunication companies, yet they have forgotten. They've left all the details with every other organization in the
Yeah.
country. You have your e-citizen, you have your KRA, you have your electricity that you pay.
Yeah.
They could fetch the information from there
Yeah.
if they have a probable cause to actually get that information. If you're a terrorist, I'm not going to come tell you, you know our job, we're looking for you.
True.
So we're going to collect information. Give us consent for us to collect information from you.
Yeah.
But by law, we can actually get that information if we produce an OB number or a court order
Yeah.
to the various agencies, the various offices saying, we need the IP address details of this IP.
Okay.
We need the call logs and SMS logs of this phone number.
Yeah.
Why? Because we need to investigate a particular case. So there has to be a court order to those things.
So, but all the time, I've seen folks saying that all the court orders are ignored and stuff like that. They are overstepped and information is gotten even without court orders. And I have no qualms about getting information about a terrorist.
Yeah.
Because that one is dangerous. It's
Yeah.
destroying the country. But I'm skeptical about getting information about Bright because Bright is telling people, hey, protect your phones and make sure that your phones are secure because folks might be looking for information from you. Then that means that you can basically get information about anybody when they are basically speaking out their mind and probably agitating politically against the leaders of the day.
Yeah.
And wouldn't that be ethically wrong?
No, I wouldn't say yes or no, because even without me going to all the telcos and the electricity companies, you post so much. I just found out all this, your social media, just by your two names. Your two names, people have tagged their details.
Yeah.
Your Gmail account can tell me exactly where you have been most of the time. So it's easy to even just go to where those details are, and then tools are open. Those tools don't cost a lot. They don't cost more than $100 a month.
Yeah.
Okay. So we have so much information that we leave out there that anybody can go fetch that information about you and get that information. They don't need special tools. They don't need special court orders. If they want to go without the court order, hey, I don't know for what reason. But also, again, I keep on asking, when I see a lot of speculation about, people are being looked for and everything, I said, why don't we ever just ask the police to show us the court orders?
Yeah.
I think that would be great to be certain that they're actually following procedure.
They don't. They simply don't because they come with force. You see a Subaru there and they're like...
But they don't tell you because they'll tell you that if this was a terrorist or person of political interest or person of interest, they can't show you the details of how they followed, Because that is one thing. Privacy is the thing. And I always talk about the fact that are we supposed to even get to show people's faces when they get arrested? And you know how they hold the cards at the DCI, and they said this on the DCI page on X.
Yeah.
They show your name and face,
Your phone number, and
but
your
I'm like,
ID
your ID,
too.
and I'm like, but I've not gone to court yet.
Yeah.
It's just that potentially that I've done something wrong. You know, am I supposed to be shown? So I think this is a conversation for lawyers to be able to have, not
Yeah.
me. But that's the level of things. So it depends on, we need to understand the various laws that exist in the country.
Yeah.
Why certain things have to be done certain ways. Why the certain people in police have to, you know, take certain actions.
Yeah.
And what is the methodology? And we need to also know our rights.
Yeah.
As much as we say we don't, you know, you have the right to remain silent, but we don't exercise that.
Yeah.
You come to arrest you, you start talking and everything. You're giving
You're
yourself
giving
out.
information out.
If your lawyer comes later, they need to be able to actually prove that. You know, if you get arrested and they take your devices, they need to actually do forensic investigation and produce a proper forensic report that they have gone through your devices and they found something. But most of the time, we don't stand for that. So we also need to understand our laws.
But man, I was told that if you try to tell the cops that, you know, my rights, they will, they
But it
clobber you,
holds.
boy.
No, it holds.
Okay.
It does hold. It does hold. People have actually sued cops for that.
Yeah.
It does hold.
Okay. I will choose to believe you.
Yeah.
Man.
If you get arrested, you want to remain silent, remain silent. You don't have to say
Yeah.
anything.
But
Let them take you to wherever they're supposed to take you.
But I mean, practically, man, a Kenyan cop has arrested you, put you in the trunk of a Subaru. They put you into some cell. You're there. You're scared. They're clobbering you, probably even. I mean, going against the law by clobbering you. I mean, you've seen cops killing
Yeah.
people a couple of days ago. I mean, I wouldn't be silent, man. I can promise you, I would not be silent.
No, but the thing is, forcing you to say things that you're not mandated to say, you don't say them. So in case when your lawyer comes out or people get to know you've been arrested,
Yeah.
and they eventually find where you are and everything, you can sue them back.
Yeah.
No matter how long it takes, sue them back.
Okay.
And it's there, it's written in the law.
Okay.
So we need to understand those rights.
Then I do agree with that second approach. I mean, if all this happened to you, I mean, and if it's done the wrong way, then you can probably sue them back.
Yeah.
But most of the time, you find that you're actually, you know, in trouble in the first place. So, for example,
But if you did something wrong,
wrong
then-
against someone, not against the government.
someone, even not forget the government.
Yeah.
You've done something wrong against somebody.
Yeah.
You've been arrested for stealing, for forgery, for fraud. You have the right to remain silent until you go to court.
Yes.
And then somebody has to defend themselves and find out all of those kind of stuff, right?
Okay.
That's why you have your lawyers to be able to take you through that. But again, you have the right to remain silent
Okay. I think
because whatever you say at that point in time, they'll use that against you.
okay. I think then it's important for people to know that they can actually say that, because I think most people are scared to even try to tell cops that, you know, these are my rights. I can't say anything to you. Yeah. Bright man, thanks for hanging out with me today. Thanks
for having me.
Been very beautiful.
It's been amazing.
In the tradition of this pod, there's this thing I borrowed from the United States presidency where I treat all my guests like presidents. And so what we normally do is the previous guest on the show leaves a question for you, such as just like the presidency in the U.S. leaves a letter for the next president who's coming into the office.
Okay.
And so normally I don't tell the guests the name of the guest who left the name for the question for them.
Okay.
But this, because the way this question is asked, I'm going to have to tell you the name of the guest.
Okay.
I also normally don't see the question until the guest is right before me and I'm just about to ask the question. So I just saw this question from Andrew Kibe, who was here yesterday.
Ah, nice.
And the question for you is, have you forgiven your mother?
Just that.
Yeah.
I don't think my mother deserves. There's nothing to forgive her. She's done everything right for me.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't say there's anything that I need to forgive her for. In fact, I'm more appreciative of my mother. Yeah.
Beautifully asked and answered.
Yeah.
If Andrew Kibe were here, I think he would probe more though.
Oh yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I know Andrew very well.
All right, so here's your opportunity. You can write your question
Okay.
For the next guest on the show. Do you normally charge people for Africa Hackon?
Yes, we charge. So it's Africa Hackon. So we started the academy this year.
Yeah.
We are now on the cohort 4. Cohort 5 starts February 26th, I believe, we charge 65,000 Kenyan shillings for the 6-month course, which I think is very fair.
I think so too.
And you can pay in 3 installments.
Yeah.
So there's a split. So
and who can come to Africa Hackon?
Anybody, anyone. We have people who studied law and now they're in cybersecurity. We have people who are face painters and now they're in cybersecurity. We have people, so we try to handhold you as hard as it is from the beginning to become really proficient in them.
How young can your student be?
16. We have a 16-year-old who started.
Okay.
So we're 16 and above. But we have a younger program as well called Africa Hackon Titans.
Okay.
The Titans program is from 7 to 17.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what would someone expect by the time they're leaving Africa Hackon?
Their life will change. Change in terms of you become more proficient in cybersecurity. You can actually apply for jobs without certificate.
Yeah.
People have already gotten jobs. You'll be able to you can articulate yourself in a cybersecurity conversation. That's the kind of thing we look at.
Would you be able to do any sort of hacking, whether ethical
definitely.
or unethical?
We show you how to do ethical hacking.
Okay.
We show you how to do, there's a normal technical ethical hacking. We're able to do the governance part of things, governance, risk, and compliance. We'll teach you how to do threat intelligence as well, threat hunting.
Yeah.
And we'll teach you how to do forensic investigation as well.
And I do imagine this is all online.
It's online. So we have 2 classes in a week, Tuesdays and Thursdays. And then the last Saturday of the month is hybrid. So those who are physically in Nairobi come physical.
Yeah.
Those are online. You have 2 cameras, one showing the room. The other one is showing us the lecturer's screen.
Yeah.
So it's hybrid. We have people right now from Australia, from Canada, from US, from some part of Asia, from Ghana, we are from Uganda, we are from South Africa, from Botswana. So we are now
from Kenya too.
And from Kenya, for definitely. So I think we are international.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's beautiful.
So actually, is it Bali? I think. I mean, I was shocked.
Yeah.
So it's quite interesting to see people that are coming from various aspects of the world. For this. Yeah.
Beautiful. I think we're going to link the description we're going to link this in the description to the video below, so that anybody who's interested can.
Anyone is academy.africahackon.com.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Folks, I've been hanging out with Bright Gameli today, Dr. Bright Gameli. This has been a very interesting conversation. I think if you made it this far, it's because you did like this episode. So if you haven't yet, I would encourage you to subscribe to this network, this channel, and remember to tell your friends to tell their friends. Dr. Bright is very interesting. He has a very interesting life, but at the same time, whatever he's doing right now in cybersecurity has been, I think, caught across the globe. He's attended 402 conferences, major conferences, and many smaller conferences where he's talking about whatever he's talked about, with me today. And I think this has been it's an honor to have you here.
Thank you
Dr.
so much.
Gameli. Do you go with Dr. Bright or Dr. Gameli?
Both.
And it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
All right. So if folks who are listening to us today didn't get anything that you said, what is the one thing you'd want them to remember?
Privacy is dead. We are the ones responsible for our own data, and we need to go back to basics to secure ourselves.
Beautiful. This has been the Culture Connect, folks. Till next time, do take care. Kwaheri.